What's going on, family? This is your boy JP Hightek. Very excited to be back again for another episode of Content Creators University. And today, I want you guys to check out my studio, aka my garage. You heard that right. Without further ado, let's hit it. Let's go. Alright folks, for those of you who are new to the channel, I want to go ahead and encourage you guys to go ahead and smack the like button and then subscribe to the channel and subscribe and activate the bell icon if you appreciate this type of videos. And today we're taking a look at my setup, my studio that I set up in my garage, folks. And this is Content Creators University. For those of you who do not know, what we do here is we teach you guys how to improve your setup, your streaming, how to learn to take it to a higher level and have the best quality production that you can get out of everything you have. And we've connected with some of the best minds so far, and we've taken a look at their behind the scenes. Well, today we're taking a look at my behind the scenes. Based on a popular request, I decided to go ahead and put this video together for you guys, and this is set up in my garage. All right, folks, just to let you guys know, full transparency, not everything I have in here was purchased at the same time. It was throughout the years. And for those of you who do not know, my professional experience is I am a branding expert, cinematographer, and software developer. What I do is help companies, businesses, individuals improve their live stream and also improve their branding through videos, high graphics, web design, and also I teach them how to set up their live stream properly and have the best butter smooth quality to that, right? We are looking for the same thing. So let's get this started. What I will be doing in this video is that I will be looking on my right hand side because there's so many gear in the studio that I can't memorize everything. So I have my list. I'll be leaving the links to every single gear in the video description for those of you who will be interested to click on it. Those are affiliate links. It's not going to cost you anything more than the regular price, but that will be a way for you supporting the channel as well. Click on it. Go ahead and get yourself something that you might be interested or that you found in my studio. And if you like this video, folks, show some love, put something in the comment section below. Let me know, what do you think about my setup? Inspiring, or it's just not good? Y'all let me know. I'll appreciate the feedback, okay? The first thing that I want us to go ahead and take a look at will be the camera, because everybody want to know what camera you're using. Well, right now, you're looking at me through the lenses of my mirrorless Sony a6100 paired with Sigma 60mm f1.4 lens that I love. Besides that, in the studio, we have two other cameras. Right here, I can go ahead and show you. This is a GH5, and this is paired with the 12 to 35mm lens from Lumix. Very good combination. And I also have another one right here, and this is the Panasonic G7. I usually use this for behind the scenes or, some things whenever I want to showcase something exterior to what I'm producing. And this is paired with the Sigma 18 to 35mm lens. Really butter smooth if you're looking for the bokeh effect. For those of you who do not know, bokeh is like the blurry background that you can get whenever you're recording. This lens is phenomenal. I love it. It really gets the job done. And it also can be paired with this one. So either or, I just wanted to, I went ahead and put them on there just like that to show you guys what I got going on here. But those are the cameras. Moving on to the next thing will be the microphone. Well, microphone wise, again, remember folks, I am a cinematographer, so I didn't necessarily went out and purchase a microphone for my setup. What I've done here is use what I already have, and this studio is powered by two Sennheiser microphone, and you have the Sennheiser MKH70 and also the Sennheiser MKE600. Okay, depending on what I'm doing, I'll have that set up. Right now in this video, I have my MKE600 on my regular microphone tripod. Same thing that you find in any music store, nothing fancy. That's what I have it connected, and I have the microphone right outside the frame right here, so I can get the best audio quality out of it. And since this is a directional microphone, it focuses directly on my voice. And what I love about the Sennheiser microphone is that it brings out the bass out of my voice, the deepness, that full sound that I want to get. That's what I appreciate about this microphone. So if you're thinking of getting the microphone for for any production. If I were to do this and purchase it specifically, I wouldn't be buying this, because this, I would say, maybe an overkill for your setup, as this is typically used on cinema set, movie production, or a specific set, not in a studio control environment. So I will say you don't necessarily need something like this. Talking about gain right now, I have my cloud lifter. So this microphone is connected to a cloud lifter, and the cloud lifter is connected to this M audio M track interface, audio interface that I have connected here. And talking about microphone as well, I do have another microphone right here in the studio, and this is my GXL 2200. I've had it for so long, but folks, let me let you know, this microphone audio is phenomenal. The audio quality is mind-blowing, and it does not break the bank either. And what I love about it is that whenever I'm recording a voiceover with a pop filter, it is crystal clear. And so I have that on the Rode PSA1 swivel arm, which I love because I can bring it into, when I'm seated anytime and move it to anywhere in the studio without having any problems. One thing I love about it. So if you want something like that in your studio, you want to go for the Rode PSA1 swivel arm, because it just fits with the size of most stables. Don't go for the cheapest one. I've tried it and I regret it. All right, so that is what I have here, microphone wise and audio interface. Now we're gonna move to something else that I know a lot of people always want to know, will be my screens that I have in the studio. I have quite a few screens that I purchased throughout the time. The first one on my left, right here, your right, will be my 2015 iMac Retina display. Really nice, fully loaded with 24GB RAM. I use that to edit videos before I got into my M1, but that is what I have on my left hand side here. And on my right hand side, I also have a 2013 iMac. They're both 27-inch iMacs that I love because I love bigger displays. So this one 2013 on my right hand side is also a Retina display, and I love it. And this one has a 16GB RAM. Usually what I do there is edit audios whenever I have a podcast or anything audio wise. I do it, and also some graphics in regards to my graphic design business that I have and I run. So I love it. I don't have any problems with them. And these two are the Intel based iMacs that I have purchased them for a while, and it's been rocking it great. I love it. Also on my desk here, you will see that I have my 2015 MacBook Pro, and this MacBook Pro is nothing fancy. This is only a 12GB RAM, and usually I'll take it whenever I'm going out of town or I'm traveling, doing anything like that, and I don't, and I just need a small setup, put it in my backpack and go. This MacBook Pro has been phenomenal for me. Of course, the fan it's super loud, folks. I don't like the fan, but it gets the job done. I have my Final Cut Pro on there with other softwares that I use. I grab it with me and I'm good to go. The bummer there is that it can be slow at times. So if you're looking into purchasing, a MacBook Pro, I would highly recommend you looking into the M1 version or the current releases, as this is a dinosaur. So I just keep them in here whenever I'm in the studio, just for aesthetics most of the time, just to be fully transparent. So now let's move to my big screen that I have right here in front of me. And this is not a monitor, folks. This is actually a Vizio 4K, TV that I purchased from Walmart. Again, the link will be in the video description, but I love it, folks. It renders the image quality that I'm looking for correctly. The colors are pretty much accurate to what I'm looking for, and I love it, right? I love it. This is a 15-inch, and it didn't even break the bank. I spent less than $600 for this TV, and I'm loving it. So this TV right here, this video screen, is powered by my M1. So I have this M1 Mac Mini on my desk. I have the 16 gig version, and I couldn't be happier. This M1 is powering everything that I'm doing, whether I am doing some heavy editing, 4K, 10-bit files, or I am doing live stream at the same time, screen capturing and broadcasting to 4 destinations at the same time. This Mac Mini is phenomenal. I actually took the time to go through the advantages of having this specific Mac Mini for your live stream setup. If you want to watch that video, click on the top here or look in the video description for the link, and you will not regret it. Really amazing things that this M1 16 gig Mac Mini version is powering my studio, and I'm actually looking at purchasing a second one and also an iMac M1 version coming soon to the update to this studio. All right, folks, it just made my setup come together smoothly and nicely, so that is something that I appreciate here. All right, another thing that I have right here screen wise will be my old school tablet that I have, and this is a generation 4 iPad that I have right here. It's just, I've had it for so long. As a matter of fact, my wife uses this iPad here, but it works. All right, I love it. It gets the job done whenever I just want to get on an iPad and look at something. I have so much that I don't really use it as much. I have a lot going on here, so I don't really use it as much, but whenever I am tired of being in the studio here, I just want to get out a little bit and do some basic things with the iPad, I will do it. But as a matter of fact, I'm thinking of upgrading to the iPad Pro M1 chip. That's what I'm looking into. So yeah, there will be an update video for my studio. If you want to watch that, don't forget to subscribe, and like this video, and let me know in the comment section below if that is something you will be interested in watching and how I will be using that to power my setup as well. Looking forward to a video like that. You let me know in the comment section, okay? Now, let's move on to something else that is very important when it comes down to video production. That will be your lighting, right? Your lighting, and I have a major key light right here on my right hand side, which is your left, and this is the Godox SL60, right? The Godox is an affordable key light that I paired with a 36-inch newer softbox. Why did I put such a huge softbox? Well, because what I was looking for is a very large light source, but very well diffused, since it's pretty much as arm reach from here for me. All right, so what I did is put it as full power and put it at 5500 Kelvin, right? So I can have that color clean, close to daylight, and having smooth on my skin where it's not super bright on my skin, paired with some other lights in the background. Pretty sure you're looking at my background. I have a globe light right there, blue, just to add an accent light into my background, and I'm cheating a little bit. I also have some panel light on my right hand side and one at the back, which is a green light facing the wall to give that ambient feel to my studio. And I also have those day better LED strip lights, which is giving me on my wall back there, all that blue that you see is actually a strip LED light that I kind of taped against the wall behind my setup right there, so I can have that controlled with my remote whenever I am right here seated by my desk. So that makes my life a whole lot easier when I want to have those colors where I can change depending on the mood. But the thing is, since these are not expensive, whenever you tweak them to a certain color, you may have some flickering, so you'll have to select the best color that goes in combination with your lens so you don't have that flickering. But right now I am good, it's perfectly set, so every time I just turn it on and I am good to record, good to hit it. So that's pretty dope. Another thing that I have in the studio that is really powering my setup here is this keyboard that I have down here. Now, full disclosure, this keyboard is not the best every time. What it does is sometimes it kind of give me some headache, and I do not want to use it every single time. But the aesthetics, I didn't want to break the bank, right? I wanted something RGB. So this is a wireless gaming keyboard and mouse combo, and this is about $73. And again, I do not want to give prices because you know how Amazon does it. Price can go up and down, but the link is in the video description. And what I like about this is that the mouse pad that comes with it, you can power the mouse pad with different RGB colors. All you have to do is press the button right there, and this is a Felicon brand, so you press it, it kind of changes the colors as you press depending on your mood. I really like that. And also your keyboard is RGB. The bummer there is that there is no way for you to select your own specific colors, so you have to go with the basic RGB colors that they have. But for aesthetics and looks, if you want to record anything as a content creator. It is cool, it is dope, but it is not practical with your Mac computer. It is more practical with a Windows computer, where that is what the primarily geared is towards. But again, that's what I have here. I also still use my basic Mac keyboard, wireless keyboards, whenever I want to get some work done quickly without having to wiggle too much and have a headache with this keyboard. I do that all the time. And one thing that I also appreciate is how comfortable the mouse is in your hand. I really like the mouse. It's small, it's ergonomic, it has some buttons on the side of it that makes your life a whole lot easier whenever you want to control things on your computer. That part of it is really, really dope. I really like that, it did that. But on the flip side, this mouse can be very temperamental whenever it chooses to be, right? It can be slow at times, or it will not want to connect properly, so you have to charge it. Well, the battery dies quite often. You might use it for 48 hours and the battery will die on you, or it will be just super slow and you have to charge it again. But the good thing is you don't have to put any AAA or AA batteries or anything like that in it. You just charge it, and the cables to charge them come all in the box, so that is pretty dope. Now let's hop and see what I have. Since I have this, I do not have like studio monitors, audio monitors to monitor the audio, so I went ahead and got myself this dope headphones here, which I really like. It goes with the red accent that I'm doing in my studio here, and these are Coing E7 Pro headset. And folks, when I tell you that these headset are amazing, I gotta say it again, they are amazing, right? I was just kind of skeptical when I found these on Amazon, but I was so happy that I went ahead and purchased these headset. They are getting the job done. They have noise cancellation. You can, even use this as a Bluetooth headset to pick up phone calls and different things like that. But I primarily use this whenever I want to treat some audio in the studio when I'm doing a podcast or I edited a video. I want to make sure that the audio that is coming out of it is the high crisp quality, is not saturating anything. I'll put this on, throw it on my head, and look, it's dope, right? No, seriously, these are really good, and they have multiple colors. That's what I like about it. They have red, black, they have blue, green, and different colors. I'm looking right here on my Amazon, and these are really dope. And one thing that I really appreciate is whenever you put it on your ear for an extended amount of time, it doesn't hurt your ear whatsoever. That is a big deal for me whenever I'm buying this type of headphones, because I can find myself using it for several hours at a time, and some of those headphones after a while it start hurting your ear. Well, guess what? This one doesn't hurt me. I can use this for 5 hours straight on my head, on my ears, and I don't feel them, and I'm just enjoying them. That is a big plus for me when I'm purchasing these type of headphones, right guys? So you want to check this out. Again, link in the video description right there. Now, when we're talking about headset, well, we have to talk about on what we're gonna place our headset, and I went ahead and got myself these dope headphone holders, which pair as well as a charging station. It does have a USB charging station as well, which is pretty dope. All right, and these are not expensive. Again, on Amazon, these were about $30 when I purchased it at the recording of this video. Not sure if the price will change in the future, but this is from Heaven. This is Heaven RGB headphone stand desk with a dual headset hanger base with phone holder and 2 USB ports for desktop, PC, game, earphone accessories. These are really dope. Like if you end up having a lot of things in your studio, you will also need a lot of ports in order to charge whether your phone, your tablet, or different peripherals in your studio. Well, this, I love it because I can simply plug in the USB port right there. And another dope thing is it is RGB, so I can press the button down there, change the colors, and change the mood in my studio depending on how I feel. So another dope aesthetics, not only is holding your headphone, but it's also adding aesthetics to your studio. So if you want to check this out, link in the video description. I personally love it. I've been using it for over 4 months now, and it has not failed me not once. And of course, if you do not want to have the RGB lights, you can just press the button and turn it off. Now, of course, none of this will be fun without my favorite software, and that is called Ecamm. Ecamm is a live streaming and recording software, so you can do pre-recorded videos so easily as if they were already pre-edited, which is amazing. or you can just go live in a super professional manner and enjoy it push button easy with a combination of a Stream Deck. Now, if you're wondering what a Stream Deck is, well, I have it on my desk right here. This is a Stream Deck, all right? I have a separate video explaining more about the Stream Deck and how you can configure your Stream Deck to make your life a whole lot easier. Just push button easy, and I'm guaranteeing you folks, the day you discover the ability and the ease of use of the Stream Deck in combination with your Ecamm, you will not go back. If you want to watch that video, look in the video description below for more details on that. Now let me go ahead and show you my screen, how my Ecamm looks. There we go. So right now you are looking at me right here on my live demo mode, and this is what you will see whenever you know you're behind the scenes. On my computer, you have the screen of the software right here, and on the left hand side you have the overlays tab, and then at the bottom you have your scenes. This is the sound level to control and visualize your sound right there, and on the right hand side you have the camera effect, and right here I have the sound effect. Now real quick, let me show you how this works. The sound, of course, is for you to visualize the sound, but one thing is important. Let's say, for example, if I were to come right here, for example, and click on the plus button right there. Once you click on it, you have the ability to give it a name right there. So if I were to go ahead and give it a name, let's call it camera 1, for example, right here. So if I were to go on my overlays tab and click on a little camera icon right here, as you can see now I have a camera icon on my screen, right? So I can go ahead and press on the little pen right there, and it gives him the ability to change either the camera or at the bottom the aspect ratio. So usually what I do is I'll put it on custom right there, so I can have the ability to move this right up and down and have a custom size depending on what size I want to put it on. You can play around with that, and the cool thing about this is that afterwards you can just put an overlay onto it. So for example, I can go ahead and pull an overlay from my overlays folder on my computer right here. So I can go ahead and grab my main overlay for my camera 1, I drag and drop it, and look at that. Now I have this overlay on top of it looking dope. Really nice. Now on top of that, you have other controls which will make your life a whole lot easier. For example, this allows you to, like I said, not only to go live or to record the video, and I am recording the video right now. So if I were to click on the settings tab right here, as you can see here, we have the settings tab, and we have a lot of controls here. In the stream quality, as you can see right here, this is on 1080p. You can change this all the way to 4K, or the shape of your video and the frame rate. When you go to videos right here, you have more controls like fade out, autoplay files, show picture in picture, show NDI. For those of you who do not know, NDI allows you to add more controls to your software, to this specific software, which is phenomenal. You have your audio controls right there. You can select a specific professional microphone that you want to use with it, and also you have your interview mode. Now interview mode, you can select right here. If you look on my screen, I have a window here called interview. When I turn this on, this allows me to have anybody calling directly into the software, and I can bring them up as an interviewee in my show. If you're used to my videos on this channel, that is how I've been bringing people into my live stream for them to come as an interviewee, so we can have an interview on the show. More things here: screen sharing, you can connect to Facebook, LinkedIn, on YouTube, and a whole lot more. If you want an extensive video on the software, put it in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to make a video on it. But if you want to try this out, you can get a free 15 days free trial. The link is in the video description. Click on that and go ahead and try it out. You will love this, guys, I promise you. When you combine that with your Stream Deck right here, you can do things such as, for example, if I were to press this and have, last time I had Doc Rock on the show, that's why you see his name right there. Really cool. But this allows you to control this without having to use the mouse. Look at that. That is how I have been changing my scenes whenever I do my live streams, which make my life a whole lot easier. So you want to pair this little bad boy right here with this software Ecamm, and I can assure you, you will be happy. Okay, this will make your life a whole lot easier, where you will be spending less time in post-production. If you're a content creator and you want to be releasing a lot more content really fast, well, Ecamm will allow you to do that. Super easy. So that'll be it for this quick tour. There's also other things that I didn't mention. For example, the cable, how I'm powering my mirrorless Sony a6100 camera. As a webcam, I am using the Camlink 4K, but at the same time, I have about 5 other hard drives that I have connected to my M1, and I'm using a powered USB hub that I'll leave the link in the video description as well if you want to take a look at it. And now this, I am using a table tripod that I purchased on Amazon, and these are cheap. And this is, if you want the specifics, this is Pixeldeck's camera mount stand, for your seat clamp, adjustable aluminum latch stand. And I went ahead and purchased this and connected my camera to it, and it was a success. So if you were looking something like that, in order just to save in space, and I have so many tripods in the studio, that is my solution for this, and I am happy with it so far. Not sure how we'll be upgrading this in the future, but again, these are the type of things you want to think about whenever you're setting your studio. Hopefully you guys appreciated this. I have additional peripherals and equipments that I have in this studio, like my sound treatment that I have in my garage. Whenever you're using a place like this, to do your studio, you want to think about your audio. So I'll have custom made these red panels that you see right there. So these red panels, for example, that you see, I have quite a few of them surrounding me in the studio. So if you're looking for anything like that, you will either have to purchase some serious sound treatment for your garage, because it could be very echoey, right? It took me a lot of work to get to this level, and I'm still working at improving my audio so I can really kill any dead air in here and have it clear, crystal clear. So that is how I am treating my audio in the studio. I know you may have more questions, folks. Go ahead and put it in the comment section below if you appreciate it, and if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to read your comments and answer your questions, provide feedback. And again, folks, if you appreciate this video, smack the like button at the bottom there, share this with a friend or family member that might want to check out JP Hightek Studio. No, just kidding, folks. Just check it out, and share with a friend that want to know what it could take to run a professional live streaming studio. Well, this is it, and I'll see you guys next time for another video. You be safe, like I always say. Shalom.